Hey, BassGeek here, and we finally have enough to do a small business unboxing, and trust me on this, you do not want to miss some of these baits. They are off the charts. So you geeks know I love to give back to my mom and pop businesses, my small businesses. A couple of these you probably heard of. One of them I know you've heard me talk about for a long time. I had them make me up a couple of things, and holy cow, these things look good. Anyway, all that being said, these baits are incredible. Like I said, a couple of brands you're gonna know. They sent us out some cool stuff to try out, and I figured I'd share it with you all. If you geeks have not seen the video where I show the Omega, I call it a wobble head, but you know, it's using the Omega wobble head and the Nico craws, you need to go check it out. So after that video, Nico actually sent me some new craws in their new packaging. These are 3.2 inches. I figured I'd go ahead and throw this in because Nico is a small company, but this is the Midwest craw. One of the things that I always say about Nico is this is made of the durable, stretchy plastic, so you're not going to go through as many. These are 5-packs, I believe, and they're going to last you forever. This is the Bama craw, as you can see. Let a smallmouth tear those pinchers off, I dare you. This is Aqua Moon. This is Lightning Bug. This is Blood Moon. This is Fire Belly. Thanks to Nico for sending me these. Really is a killer little setup. You geeks need to go check that out. Now, check this out. We were just talking about some A-rigs the other day, and this company sent me some. This is Tornado Innovations. It says, hello, Hank, aka BassGeek. This is, we're just going to say Kong, of Tornado Innovations. My two brothers and I build innovative lures. We take our favorite lures and fix their flaws and weaknesses. We design them from modern equipment and electronics. And also, we get the angler a competitive edge. We build them ourselves, only the jig is outsourced to other American companies. We've been addicted to fishing since we were little kids, and as we grew up, we found that this is what we want to do. Our first product, the Clear Umbrella Rig, CUR, started with me not wanting to throw a traditional metal arm umbrella rig that were available on the market. My brother throws them a lot during the winter time and will beat me bad sometimes during our fishing trips. That's how it goes. I was stubborn, wouldn't throw it because I thought the umbrella rig was stupid with all those metal arms. Metal arms and clear water are contradictive. It is, but I will tell you, I've caught a lot of them in clear water, according to fishing knowledge. You don't throw a spinner bait in clear water, but you can throw a swim bait. Yes, exactly. I told him we need to make a clear umbrella rig. That's how the idea was born. An umbrella rig with minimal metal use. My brother started the project as a challenge from me. After 2 years and about 8 revisions to the design, we released our new product on social media platforms in February 2022. Primarily Instagram and TikTok. The features we have on the rig and that are unique to our rig. Everything's high quality, even the clear arms. And you know, we go on and on. There's a lot of detail in here, but I am pretty interested in these, and we'll talk about some of the others. They're out of Oklahoma, and let me show it to you. So I'm pretty stoked about these. Now, they did send some other stuff that I have not seen yet, and they are taped in there good. Let me try and get one of these out. This is pretty interesting here. Again, this is the first time I've seen this. This is actually a clear arm spinner bait, which I find extremely interesting. I can't wait to throw that. I don't know what the name of this is, but again, Tornado Lures. Check that out. They sent me 2 or 3 of these. Here's another one, and check it out. You know, it's got the R bend, but you don't have to worry about it sliding because the way that clear arm is made. So we'll definitely try these out. Now that's a little bit of a blue glimmer chartreuse skirt. Pretty interesting. Now I have not found them online, so I will try my best to put links to somewhere where you can find this stuff. And I want to say sorry to you guys because this box has been sitting in our office forever. We've been waiting for some other people to send some things in for the small business unboxing, and we just haven't had a lot of people send it in here lately. But so if you have, and we're not asking for free product, just send some examples of your really unique cool stuff to BassGeek, and there's a PO box down on the bottom. We love to feature the small business guys and stuff we've never heard of, and this is a really unique little bait. But again, clear arm. This is a chartreuse and white. They've also sent me a couple of packs of their heads, different assorted sizes. And here's several of their umbrella rigs. You can see, I like that right off the bat, good deal. No blades. And then here's a couple, maybe a little bit longer armed one here, a little bit shorter armed one there with blades. So they've got 2 different versions. Looks like a long arm and a short arm, and a blade and no blade. So that's pretty neat. Thank you, Tornado, for sending me these. It's wintertime and they will get used. So when he showed me this, I knew you geeks were going to go crazy over it. Again, I'll put links in the description. This is a stick bait. It is salted. It has a very similar action to a Cinco. This is called the 5-inch Bass Sticks Wacky Wrap-Up. And the reason why it's called a Wacky Wrap-Up is because unlike other baits, they have this very solid, you can kind of see it right there. It's a little bit harder, but you do not need a wacky rig O-ring of any sort. You literally hook it right through that little section, and it is extremely durable. Like, this is super crazy soft, but you can feel it. You can actually see it just below the egg sac. But these things have an incredible action to them. And I think this is green pumpkin watermelon. So if you like to throw the wacky rig, this is for you. This is one of my favorite colors right here. This is green pumpkin magic. So you don't have to use no ring. You can hook it the correct way, and you're gonna get a lot more uses out of this. And it's very similar to the fall of the Cinco. So you need to check these out on Ramsey Baits. I'll put links in the description. And it's just him out in his garage doing this, guys. And I don't even think I've got to the best yet. All right. Now this is the 3-inch Tracer Shad. This is a little color that I had him make for me. It's called the Natural Green. This has got a little, just a dark green back on it and a clear belly with the tiniest amount of flake in it. This thing looks like the shad that they feed on a lot of these lakes over here in Virginia. And trust me, it gets destroyed down on Norris, on Cherokee. It's just a great, great color. Again, the camera's not going to do that a lot of justice. You've got to see these baits in person. He knows how much I like, and he really loaded the salt down with these, which is also what I like. But these are kind of like a fluke style bait. They're like I've had him make them in kind of that ghost shad color that seems to do so well for me no matter where I go in clear water. And that is the fluke style caffeine shad. I don't know what he calls it. We're just going to call it a 5-inch soft jerk bait. But I love that. It's a little bit heavier than a fluke, and that is such a good color no matter where you're at. Get around that clear water. That just looks like a shad out there ready to eat. Here's another little kind of jig head minnow that he makes, and he made this in the natural green shad for me also. Love this little thing, love the eyes on it. This thing is incredible. Now that's called the RBA soft jerk bait. That is a 3.5 inch bait. Now I'm about to show you something that's gonna blow your mind. This guy is so incredible, he builds his own triple injection machines. Check this out. This is a color again that I asked him for, the 3-inch soft jerk bait. This is blue chartreuse. That is pretty daggone incredible. I had him made me some of these also in that kind of milky ghost shad color. And of course, I had to have some in my natural green. I like this version. It's got a little fatter belly on it, so it looks a little more shad-like. This is the RBA soft jerk bait, and that's in natural green. Now, what I like, again, about these is the eyes in them, and this is kind of that milky ghost shad look. I think that's gonna get destroyed. A little bit bigger than your, traditional 3-inch Damiki style bait. Yeah, wait till I show you this one. Now in the packs, they don't look that good because he's got the reflective, so the line doesn't really look as defined as it actually is. He's got this reflective. See, I'm gonna show you the difference. And it kind of looks kind of like a table rock. But when you get them out, that's when they are just money. That dark blue back, that chartreuse line, and that clear belly, man, they just look so good. Oh wait, but there's more. Now I'm absolutely gonna save the best for last. For some of you, this might be the best, and I can definitely see why. This is a 3-inch crawdad. It's green pumpkin. These things would be great on a little Ned. Great looking little bait. And he's actually, I've got to show you this from the side because he's actually, I think, double or triple injected this. So it's a different type of green right down the middle. I don't know if it's going to show up, but that's pretty good looking crawl. This is Alabama crawl. Boy, this little bait right here be killer in the clear water because it's a little bit translucent. This is green pumpkin blue. This is red crawl. Last but not least on this is a crazy crawl color. This is called blue crawl. Man, look at that. Kind of a pearlescent. But even, I've got to show you the bottom, how it goes back to green. That pearlescent blue. Pretty impressive little crawdad right there. Now, this is probably my favorite bait that he sent me. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. He does such good work. But this was one, we were catching them on alewives, or they were feeding on alewives, those smallmouth over on South Holston. And this was a bait he showed me, and man, it looks just like an alewive. Now this is, I believe, a 4-inch bait. So he calls it the 4-inch smelt. This is natural green. Of course, I had him make one in that ghost shad sort of color. But now here's the one I'm most excited about, especially around those smallmouth. And I'm going to show you. If you walk past this, you see it, I'm telling you, you're going to be like, the color is what the color is. But then you take it out of the pack. That reflective back really does not do this bait justice. Look how fine that chartreuse line is down the back of this. That little bait right there, I think, is just going to get destroyed. I mean, look at how clear the belly is, how defined the chartreuse line is, that blue almost into a purple back on it. Golly, that's definitely my favorite. So if you want to see how we're going to use some of these baits right here, make sure you go check out this fishing video right here. Otherwise, questions and comments in the comments section below. You geeks know I love to talk about fishing with you. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Be part of the 100% Watch Squad. It really does help us grow. I want to say thank you for where we are now. You geeks rock.